Misael's number 5. Inception. Again, I'm not like upset with any of these placements because they're all so good.
What is it to say? It's probably one of his most famous movies.
Maybe Batman.
Well,
but after Batman, like original idea, this is his most famous.
This one, the reason why I like it so much is even though he still messes with time, he took a twist to it and he's like, you know what if we do dreams? Like, what if we threw in dreams somehow? And again, the cast, incredible. So it's so good. They all did.
All the Nolan favorites are in here.
They're so good. You know,
he finally gets to work with Leonardo DiCaprio. So
Leo
with Christian
and Tom Hardy
with Christopher Nolan. Again, Cillian Murphy,
Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy, Joseph. What's his name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
So Michael Caine's in there again for a bit. Elliot Page.
I was trying to think of what his name is now, but yes, Elliot Page.
Like there's really good actors, and they're all really good. Oh, it's his wife Mal is
in Dark Knight Rises. Talia. I don't know the actor's name. The actress's name.
She's French. That's all I know. I forgot her name. But again, they're all incredible. They're all really good. The overall story, I think, to me is fascinating. I'm like, how does someone come up with this?
Yeah, dude, that's most of his movies. Even like we just talked about Memento. Yeah. Who makes this shit?
Who comes up with that? Yeah, it's such a good movie. I like the story, the cinematography, or whatever, the visuals, the music. It's such a good movie.
Yeah, this movie is incredible. It still hasn't popped up on my list, so we'll talk more about this one later as well. But it feels like this was his masterpiece. Like to me, like this was a totally original idea. We're just like, Nolan, what the fuck are you talking about? We can't make this movie. As a matter of fact, that's what they were telling him. It's like, we can't do this. Like, we don't trust the audience to know. And he's just like, no, I want to make this movie.
And again, I think he was able to do this movie because of his success with The Dark Knight.
Exactly. Like, this was the point where it was just like, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. And again,
it worked.
Gabriel knows this. You know, that I watch some movies with my dad too, and I think I may have mentioned it before. And he gets really immersed into the story. Like, when I say like he gets immersed, like he gets very deeply like immersed into these movies, even though he doesn't understand them. And this is one of them. Like, my dad was like, he looked at me, he's like, I'm like, you don't have to understand it. I know it's probably not possible, but yes, it's dreams within dreams and within dreams, you know. And he was just like,
and that's
okay.
That's my point of saying like this is his master. All right, I guess masterpiece isn't the word, but like this is the movie he wanted to make,
right?
Because this is such an original idea. Who thinks of like making a dream heist movie where like, oh no, we're not going to extract anything. We're going to plant a memory in this guy's head, and
then the twist,
just all the twists, like
he did it to his wife.
Oh my god, he does it to his wife, and then him and his wife get stuck in limbo.
Right.
And then he needs to Inception her to see. I didn't rewatch this movie, but I remember because it's so goddamn good. But he needs to Inception her to plant that memory in her to be like, okay, you need to wake up. Yeah, this world is fake. Come back to reality. But when she wakes up from that inception, the idea is still planted in her, and she thinks that the real world is now the fake world, and she wants to go back to the fake world.
And how do you go back to the real world?
You gotta kill yourself.
Oh,
that's so good.
And she freaking kills herself, and he couldn't stop her. Ah, such a good movie.
Move it up.
Real quick. I do want to mention one thing.
Okay.
And then this is the movie where I like, you know, where I like, again, I rewatched it. This was one of the last movies I rewatched before this episode. And that's when it like really hit me where I was like, he likes, not only does he like messing with time, he likes leaving ambiguity in the ending.
See,
with the top.
All right, we'll just talk about it all right now.
And he does it with most of his movies.
I don't think that there's
The Prestige. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Inception.
I don't think that there's anything confusing.
No, it's not confusing. It's left to the interpretation of the watcher.
Okay, well, I guess that's the word I should use for. I don't think that excuse me, I'm burping. I don't think that there's anything debatable about Inception's ending. Me, like personally,
right?
Like I know that this is a big debate, but for me, it's very clear,
right,
that he's out, like he's back in reality, because the whole point of his little what do they call them?
Top?
But what do they call those?
A totem.
The whole point of his totem is that if the top spins forever, he's dreaming. Or he's in the dream world, whatever. Right. It wiggles, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's like 1/100th of a wiggle, that means that he's good.
You see,
like that's my interpretation of it.
I think he took it off right before it gets actually bad, to leave that ambiguity.
But even if it wiggles a little, in my interpretation, I'm saying
no, because there's like little, little.
You're saying like throughout the movie
and stuff. No.
Oh,
that'll make it wiggle.
Kiss my ass.
No, fuck you. You know it's true.
There's little wiggles in the table.
No, there's true. It's true. It's happened before. You can see it happening. Have you never had a top?
I have had a top.
But yeah,
I'm not gonna do this with you. I'm just saying my interpretation. That's
okay.
All I'm saying is that the way that I see it, there is no debate. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a debate.
Right.
It's funny, like that. Like it's fine.
But again, my point being is that he leaves some kind of ending up for interpretation. He may not think that's the case for this movie. But, there's a reason why they keep asking him about that ending. And you know what? He just came out today and gave the people his reasoning for that ending.
What did he say?
He said...
Oh, no, I think I did read that today.
Yeah, it just happened today, too. So people have been giving him shit for, 13 years now?
Has it been 13?
2010.
Holy shit, we're getting old.
Okay.
Okay.
So today he's like... and they've been asking him a lot, like since he's been doing the interviews for Oppenheimer, and finally today he was like, you know what, I'm finally gonna address this. He's like, I think it's kind of clear that it doesn't matter whether he's still in a dream.
That's what it was. World. He said the point is he thinks it's real, right?
He doesn't care anymore. He's with his family now.
Yes, and I get it. Yeah, that is the point, regardless of the debate.
We're not.
It's real to him,
right? So,
all right.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay.
9 out of 10.
Oh, we're moving up. We're up a tier.
I thought about it.
9. Okay.